So when it comes to international angling destinations, there can be few finer places to fish than Norway. Snow-clad mountain tops, frozen waterfalls and fish. But it's not just cod and halibut that draw anglers from around Europe to fish here. Find out what happened when we went flatfish fishing. So back home in the UK, fishing for plaice, I'm using a loop rig, and you know, a loop rig is a pretty standard way to plaice fish from the beach, but these are a little bit different. I've actually got 80-pound snoods on here. Here in Norway, there's a chance of a halibut or some other kind of big fish, and your conventional 20 or 25-pound snoods would be ripped to pieces. So, like I say, stepped up rigs. Everything about this rig is stepped up. Now, the hooks themselves, Varivas big mouth extras. That's a size 1/0. Again, quite a big hook in the UK if you were targeting flatfish. Right, so what I'm going to do here is start off with some black lug. And just thread these on. So these are frozen black lug, and it's not going to make any difference at all, really. Just going to slide that on over the knot. Just pinch the tail off, you don't want that. Just up as far as the bait stop. I might just move that bait stop ever so slightly. There we go. There's one, and I'll do the other black lug for the other hook whilst I'm here. That's going onto the hook point, around the bend, over the knot, and again I'm just going to pinch off the tail. So there I've got the foundations of my baits, just 2 pieces of black lug like that. Now the dabs and the plaice here in Norway, so I'm told anyway, they're quite well attracted to strips of mackerel. So got the bait elastic, got quite a fine grade of bait elastic here actually, and I'm just going to lay it alongside the bait like that, so it's not actually hooked. I'm going to take the bait elastic and just bind it on like so. And obviously it doesn't need to be a massive bait. Flatfish have got quite small mouths. Saying that, the fish here are quite a substantial size, so giving them a reasonable meal is probably the way to go. And there we have one. Nice juicy looking flatfish bait. Let's pull that off as well. And that's pretty much perfect. It's got a nice juicy bait combination, this actually. Okay, and just straighten that hook. It's in place now. Don't be shy with the elastic. Don't go crazy, but just put enough on there to secure it on the cast. Stop any fish pulling it off. Possibly just bring that bait stop down a little bit. Snap off that top piece of elastic again. And there's bait number 2. Right, hopefully that's going to find me a plaice or a dab. So Jack's just wound in this lovely condition plaice. We weighed it, it's bang on the 2-pound mark. Beautiful, beautiful looking fish. Now you do also catch dabs here, and the way to tell the difference, you can feel the nodules here around the head. And on a dab, that would be smooth. So I've just had a bite and I'm letting it develop, because with plaice they really like to mouth the bait and it's quite easy to miss the bites. So I've given this one about 5 minutes or so. I'll give it a few more seconds just to see if there's another indication and then wind it in. So I just wound in this cracking dab. We've weighed it, 1 pound 8 ounces. Beautiful looking fish, and you know, coming up through the clear water here in Norway, there's no better sight. So we've had some fantastic fishing today, some really good sized flatfish. We've had plaice, we've had dabs. I'm out here with John Strange from Guided Fishing Norway. Now he operates in the Saltstraumen region, but he also fishes up to about 25 miles away from base. So we've caught some lovely flatfish today, John. Is this pretty much the standard of fishing here?
Yeah, pretty much so. This time of year we expect the dabs to be here in good numbers, full of rows. They're really good eating fish basically. Yeah. We're looking for the ones that are £1.5 or bigger, and most of them are. We've had them up to in the last couple of weeks, we've had them up to £2.4, which is monstrous for a dab. And the plaice, they're not quite in such a good condition, but you do get some good eaters, 2.5s upwards. We've had them in this sort of area up to £8, and we know from good authority that there's much bigger ones here, that it maybe even twice that size. So
it's the middle of April now. I mean, is that kind of the right time of year to fish for flatfish?
It can be. I mean, March and April, you kind of switch from mainly night fishing to a bit more of the day fishing. When the clocks change in Norway, the days get longer and much quicker. You get an hour of daylight a week more. So you're out on the open sea and you're fishing for sight feeders like, you know, your flatties and stuff. Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's the sensible thing to do, really.
Mm-hmm. Does this kind of weather lend itself to flatfish?
Oh, crikey, yeah. I mean, there's nothing better, really. We've had an easy day in the sun, pulling in fish. You know, if it was blowing a gale, you barely see the bites. It wouldn't be so much fun, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can't deny it's been extraordinary weather for the last couple of days, and to fish here for plaice and dabs today, absolutely fantastic. The fishing was a little bit quiet on the last spot, so we've moved a few miles down coast, and John's got this lovely dab. This one weighs £1.12, which is pretty much a standard sort of size fish for around here, but a dead giveaway, the fact that this is a dab. The lateral line forms in a D just here, and also the fish is rough in this direction. But lovely fish, mate, well done.
Thank you.
So John's just wound in this lovely fish. This one picks up bluey and black lug. So we've been using a variety of different baits today. The first couple of fish have come out on mackerel and black lug, but this one's on bluey. Lovely fish, mate, well done.
Thank you.
So the sun's just started to dip slightly and the fishing's gone off. John's just wound in this lovely double shot. We've got a nice plaice here, probably about a good £1.5, and just a little dab to go with it. But it's great fishing.